Welcome to my magic workshop. Tonight I have a lot of work to do. I am finishing up my backdrop curtain. It's been a long time since I've taken home ec. I'm not going to say how long, but it's been a decade or so. And relearning how to sew is quite interesting. I started about 3 weeks ago. In the past 2 weeks we had the holidays, so I couldn't really do much. I was wrapping presents. Alright, this is the material that I am using for my backdrop. I got this from Joann Fabrics. It is crushed pan velvet. I purchased 8 yards of it, so that's 24 feet. So I can cut it in half. That way my backdrop can go up to 12 feet. This is roughly 60 inches wide, so that's 120 inches across, and that makes 10 feet. So 10 feet wide by 12 feet high is the maximum it can go. I got my Velcro from the good old Harbor Freight. This was like $2.50. There is Velcro's a brand name, so hook and loop if you look for it on the internet. The hook is on one side and the loop's on the other. There is no adhesive. That's partly why it was so cheap. The other part was Harbor Freight. On the sewing machine, what do I have it set on? I have it set on 4 right here. So it's a very tight zigzag pattern, and the way that I'm doing this is well, let's say like this section here is the Velcro. I've got one on the top, one on the bottom, and one in the center. Working for a bit, and I ran into an issue. The bottom of the thread was getting clumped up. Could not figure it out for the life of me. Every time I'd run through, it would clump up. I had to rethread the thread on the top, and that seemed to work. Read the manual. It's a lot of work. Especially when you haven't messed with this or done any sewing in a decade or so. Let me get a new piece of thread on top, mark 2 more feet down for the 8-foot points, and get sewing. Usually I have to mess around with it for a while, but it zipped right through. So I did the 10-foot, the 8-foot, now the last one, the 6-foot mark. So what I'm going to do is the same thing, mark 2 feet down, put 3 more points in. Here we go. I'm so worn out at this point. Alright, what I did was I took the fabric and I laid it out on the floor, and I confirmed suspicions, which I should have followed, because when you have an instinctual feeling, you should follow it. Every 2 feet that I pull down, since it goes over the top, you need to double it, so it should be 4 feet. So I hooked the points together, and I measured each one out. It was like 11 and a half, 9 and a half, and 8. It probably was 8 and a half, and I just didn't have it out straight enough. So honestly, I should have gone with just a bulldog clip. Alright, that was probably a little bit of a waste of time. However, if you did enjoy that, please click on the subscribe button, and I look forward to showing you more.